Situated in the picturesque Pokhara Valley is Lake Fiwa, popular with paragliders from all over the world and home to a wetland teeming with wildlife. Well, I've come here to meet Scott. Now, Scott set up a paragliding business after he moved to Nepal in 2001, but he also rescues injured birds of prey, and he's got one in particular that he's a bit worried about. Nepal has the highest concentration of birds of prey in the world, and it's home to more than 80 raptor species. However, habitat destruction and interference from locals has meant that the centre sees more and more birds each year. I have to say I was excited about the prospect of getting so close to these magnificent creatures.
Hi Luke, how you doing?
Yeah, great, nice to meet you.
Yeah, and you? Yeah.
How are things going?
Yeah, good, thanks, yeah.
Brilliant. So, who have you got here?
This is Kevin, and he's an Egyptian vulture.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, he's 3.5 years old.
He's a bit fractious, isn't he? So
yeah, he's a bit camera shy.
Yeah. Well, you've got one that's sick that you want me to have a look at.
Yes, please, yeah.
The centre have been brought a Steppe Eagle that had been injured by local children after throwing sticks and rocks at it. Oh, brilliant. Hi, Emily. How are you doing? I won't shake your hand because they're pretty full at the moment.
He was brought into us last year with a broken wing.
OK, and that's what we're going to check out
We're going to check out today to see how the wing has healed. Hopefully, we'd like to be able to release him back to the wild.
Coming up, I rescue a canine vagrant that's being eaten alive.
It's a nasty wound.
And I fly onto one of the world's most dangerous landing strips.
A bit bumpy.
I'm in Nepal, where I've put a dog with a nasty tumour on chemotherapy and made a pit stop near the lakes to visit some of Nepal's most magnificent inhabitants and help one that was severely injured.
He was brought into us last year with a broken wing.
Wing out. Now,
Let's have a look here.
now the fracture was on this side here.
Yeah.
Now if you run your finger along there, you can actually feel.
Yeah, you can feel where it's calloused back together,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
Yeah.
The bone is fused back together
Yeah.
and overline it, so it's sort of ridged, isn't it, where
Yeah.
it is? But it's not too ungainly, and it
No.
shouldn't compromise the strength too much. Obviously, it will be a bit weaker,
Yeah.
but it seems to have healed really well. Did you splint this?
We didn't actually, no. We actually just strapped it up.
Okay.
Very, very tightly to his body.
Yeah.
We left it for 6 weeks.
And let nature do
And
its
let nature
thing.
take its course. So we've got to be careful here because this is where he's obviously been stressed at some point.
So this is fascinating. So at the time of the break, as the feathers are growing through, they molt, they regrow the feathers.
Yep.
That happens once a year, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Obviously, at a time of stress, they get lines on the feathers where they're
right.
damaged at the level here as they grow out, and they grow. These lines and marks grow out with the feather.
Yep.
So these little ridges here are all probably around the time of the break,
Exactly,
I guess.
yeah. They would have all been around the time of the break. But what is encouraging, this is the first time we've had a good look at him in a while, is that he's got 2 new primaries growing through here. And these were the ones that we were concerned about.
Because these feathers here are the key ones for flight. They are absolutely everything, and that's why, correct me if I'm wrong here, but when they clip the wings to keep birds, so they can't fly, they clip the primary feathers.
That's right, yeah, and they clip them quite high as well, which means the bird just simply can't fly at all.
Okay, well this feels perfect. You've done a cracking job on that, and that has healed really well, hasn't it? And I'm learning loads off you about these birds. That's a great thing for me.
Well, it's great that that you can study a wild steppe eagle at close quarters, in its own natural environment as well. And they literally nest just in the mountain just behind us here.
Scott and Emily have done a fantastic job. They've rescued this magnificent bird after being catapulted by local kids, and they've restored it to health, and best of all, they're going to get it back to the wild where it belongs.